Hey, what's up? The UL Research Institute Symposium 2025 has officially ended. It was amazing. A lot of stuff learned, a lot of people met, and just an overall amazing time. Also, a lot of stuff I learned I have to improve on, from social to professional to technical. Just amazing overall. However, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about what's next. So a couple stuff that are next. One, I have my RA training. So being a resident assistant for the building of Sutherland where I lived last year, I have to do an online training before I get to my dorm. And then for the pit Uber deal, we kind of slacked off on that. There hasn't been much going on. There was I don't want to say bottleneck, but there was a person who I reached out to by email that I want to get on board before we go through the appropriate channels, just so I can collect some data that I think would be very persuasive in making the decision to go on board with this deal as a university. However, that person has not responded yet through email, so I found other means to get in contact with them, and we'll be doing so shortly. That's for the pit Uber deal. I think with Core still in the same place, campus operations and innovation, we still have onboarded our technical committee and overall, but I do think I want to start building the general ideas and start soft launching them just to get a general consensus on them. For stuff like, okay, I want to have more students build for the university. I think our technical infrastructure is something that a lot of computer science students and just technical students or anyone interested can play a large role in. I think it's a great way to make Pitt a place where, okay, students, there's other universities doing a lot of cool stuff. They have like the best comp sci professors, they have the best researchers, but how can we make sure that Pitt is the practical, like they're the ones applying the theory to the practical? I think that's the core soft spot for Pitt as a university. I do really want to try to bring that ideal through the campus of operations and innovation. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to go to next. And then there's obviously deep inference generation. I met some cool people at the conference. I got to talk to Dig about. A lot of them weren't necessarily in the reasoning space for documents and stuff like that. But it was great to make those connections, get some thoughts on them. But I'm still going to be working on Dig when I get back to Chicago and try and get that preprint done by maybe August. So that'll be really amazing to have on hand. But besides that, though, there's not much else to say. So besides that, I have nothing else to say. So have a great day.